Hey guys, morning. Level 2 here. Alright, we entered a couple trades already this morning, so we short on the CL. If you had looked on the trade plan for today, we are looking to get in on a single on the CL. For some reason, I executed two contract sell there. Nice off the micro composite, looking at that 35 to 40 area for the point of control trade. To the short side, we do have our two contract here on the lives, and we have a backup two contract right at 70 51.70 for the failure. In case of the failure comes, we're using the same point which we sold yesterday as the breaker, which is 51.55. That's a breaker point there. So I see we got a couple new subscribers this morning. The chat is open, so if you're viewing live, you may look to go to the opening page or just sit and relax. This is a 15-minute chat, so this is me just sharing my thoughts on the market. I trade live contract. Don't show you live contract because I got malware on just before Thanksgiving. Had to rack up 2 of my trading computers. Being online is the worst thing ever. You open up yourself. So what we use here was a micro composite fan entry. If you want, you could execute a single entry at that 35. I'm using the breaker which we got yesterday on the trade, which was this breaker here on the trade and the return. So we got the opening range low as the exit, so we took out some money on the market there with reasonable amount of risk. You guys know my style of trading. I use bigger stops, less contracts. Make sure you do not over leverage yourself. If you're in top step, make sure that you know where it is that you enter in trade, what time you enter in trade. So your breaker point is at that reflection point right here at 55. Our secondaries are sitting up here at 51.70. This is based on a micro composite looking at the delta. So if you looked at the trade plan this morning, I posted the trade plan like about 8:35, 8:45, right? So the trade plan was just looking at our deviation level point of control. Points of control and deviations are our bread and butter. We know what we're looking at, we identify our areas, we execute our trades, there will be consequences. Right, so last night we had pretty good trades. If you know, that's why we are a little bit higher on the leverage this morning. Don't mind giving back a little bit this morning, but we want to mash the X. We always do that. We don't if we have a profitable overnight trade, we use the overnight money as sort of a leverage. So we have two contracts sitting. One was at 63 and one was at 65. You can see where points of controls were located, deviation, and small sip on the retracement. We were looking for some options. Sell here, right here at 33.90. If you guys watched yesterday's trade, you'll see that you would have seen this level had been identified since last week. Guess where we bounced off of? We got in at 50s. You can see why we got in at 50s right there, but a clean retest. Now we're looking for the continuation rotation down to that one deviation area. What we on the demo, I have one looking on that direction. So we have 4 contracts, actual contracts on right now. If you're trading maximum is 3 contracts, you should be trading if you're in any top step. And make sure you can measure your leverage. You can see where nodal values, active ranges, liquidity is right around that area here. So make sure you identify this area. So I'm gonna remove some of these profiles so make it clean. I just leave the active day profile on. My trading computer has the bookmark liquidity. So probably could trade that from hope that he don't strike me eventually. Um, FT Trader 71, one of the best guys who trading outside there. You can see what our reasoning was for entering a trade at those levels. At 66 and 63, deviation at 63, node of value continuation. Right there, got some good bear activity yesterday. High volume overnight pre-market, so this market could shift and go anyway. Make sure we have a plan to execute a trade. That's a lot of contracts. It's almost double contracts from overnight. You can see tipping on that point right now at that 55 level. So that 55 is an important level to hold for us with the entry at 35. Possible entry point also. So I'm trying to make the chart a lot cleaner of it. I have the chat box open, so putting you guys good morning if you're here, if you're watching video, going through trade plans and stuff. All well and good. Doom doom doom. Alright. Want to be a bear looking for the continuation this morning. We know that 65.5 was pivotal, so we're looking for the order flow to drop down at least. We're looking at multiple off-take profits on the market open for order flow to follow what we think might happen. Our breakers to the upside are at 70 to 72 area, which would be our secondary entries today, as noted. Don't worry about cash balance and stuff. This is just so. This is where we want to see, right? Market is open. We want to see that delta push straight downside.
Order filled.
One at 60. You can see how entry is lifting. Just manually moved to the active value area low to complete this swing and then leave the runner on. Once we get the secondary off, we're using 68 as our breaker stop, risk reduction. If we do get the 68, the 58 off, sorry, 60 might be inflected because that's an important inflection point in the market. See what's up with the oil. Oil might be crippling us at this point. What's up with this? You can see that 55 down going there. See a stop. They're hunting. This is the web version of it I use. Yeah, that's sweep. You can see that 60 bounce, sweep into the outside. We personally looking for the bearish activity on right there, the area. we'll do 5-minute chart, so maybe in the active zone, right? Bam, 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 bam. Dum, 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 dum. I want to see what our delta looks positive. So I'm looking to close off more or less the bulls looking to close off that overnight, the overnights. You can see why we're looking for that struggle right here. See this node here, right there. That is the node you have to look at. That is an inflection node. Breaks that, we may be in trouble on the short side. I'll label that out for you guys. That is your perfect entry right there at 68 if you're right there. Well, in our opinion, to be up here, that is 68. That is your perfect entry right there. You're already in the market with 3 contracts, so we know the risk we run on trading the opening of the market. Right there, you draw a flat line right there as a breaker point. If the hunt does come, the hunter value a high, which is our secondary entry. We just looking for the continuation trade on it. Dum 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 dum. You can see where our 66 cells stops are above the 72, which is the execution point for secondary. That'll be live execution. We're looking for 10 a.m. execution if we do get stopped out, or just before 10 a.m. Oil is sitting fat right there. If you do get 10 a.m. execution, that is a point you would be looking at. We have that point in place already. Just got stopped.
Stop filled.
Stopped on the yes. That popped out. Our secondary sitting here right at 72. Waiting for time to execute. We know where the node was. You can see lifting off the node right there, where the point of control lifted. Want to see 10 a.m. execution on that value high, active value high inflection point. And if we do feel this skunk, you can see we got stopped out on 2 of the contracts. Just looking within that band. It's a pretty big band this morning, so want to see this delta roll over. You know exactly what we're looking at, what the trade plan signifies. You can see right there. You can see why we had our stops right there. Noting that if the market does punch to the upside on the open, we have backups to trade down through secondary levels. We got off 1 right at the 60s. We know where the node was right there, so that's why we took profit there. We know that was reasonable. Take profit zones for being
Stop filled
in and stopped on oil, I suppose. Right, waiting for the 71, looking for the 10 a.m. trade. Got crushed early this morning.
Order filled.
In on the 70. That's a automatic trade for us. You know, this was one inflection point, didn't work out. Pushed to the upside using 96 as bridge for full stop today. Failure of that. It is no way Jose. So you can see we had a single here. We have two contracts here because we're looking for validation of the trade plan. This will be a breaker here at 80, 83s. We're in a bit early this morning. You can see the struggle. If that was being if be patient, patience, patience. Looking for that 10 a.m. execution. Let me see if I could pull where the liquidity. You probably might see where that liquidity was. I probably might be able to show it from here. Okay, need to watch out. What the hell? Why am I signed out? Oh, come on. Bam. Bam, bam, bam. Low entry is right there at 69. If we get at 10 a.m. What is going on here? Might be on the side. Hope I don't get the audio rotations on a bookmark here for the trade. The rotation is for 70. That's why we had to stop here. There was some delta to drop in the market. You can see why the entry point is so important for that. That is a 2 contract entry point. Look at taking off that 30 loss right here. Have the secondaries. Look around on the secondaries based on where we located in the market. So we're looking for that 10 a.m. execution on the trade. Looking for that liquidity and delta to shift. You can see delta punch. You can see positive delta, price does not react. So you're waiting for that 10 a.m. to see where the price action reacts. You can see our point of control lifted. I will unlock this one. Got stopped out by 2 ticks. So you have confluence at that 70 level. You can see we have secondary entry 66. We are a little bit aggressive on the entry at 63. That is of the deviation. So you can probably see that right there. Bam. Um, this is where we're looking to enter the market at. It stops about this 72. Patience game. I think we already have one contract in play. It's about leveraging. You want to get that value, otherwise execution right there. 69 for the secondary. That is aggressive because we want our stocks to be above here. If we do attack the POC, we just want to be above shock area 74. Using 7 points on stops. I want to see what upload started from here. We don't see what upload from there. We'll be in trouble. Looking for that 10 AM what upload to flip to the downside. So yeah, 16 minutes again. Really wanted this one upload to come back down to the 56 here. I could see this morning. Didn't quite get it. As you see, run with trading open market. How much minutes do I got? 14 minutes. Looking for that live execution. The live execution is a 2 contract execution. Okay, about 9:55 was the execution time. Oh, I need some coffee. Oh, that's it. Let me get that. put some notes there for these guys. I just like to punch in some stuff for them.